The mystery behind rare coins has captivated collectors for generations. Hidden within the seemingly ordinary 1991 USA nickel lies a fascinating story of mistakes, rarity, and astronomical value. One collector recently discovered a 1991 error nickel in their grandfather's collection that sold for over $75,000 at auction. But what made this particular coin so valuable? And could you be holding a similar treasure in your pocket right now? The Jefferson nickel has been a cornerstone of American currency since 1938. But the 1991 mintage holds special significance among numismatists. That year, the U.S. Mint produced millions of nickels across 3 facilities, Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Yet amid this massive production run, something extraordinary happened. Manufacturing errors created some of the rarest and most sought-after nickel variants in modern American coinage. To truly understand the potential value hidden within these 5-cent pieces, we need to journey back to their origins. The Jefferson nickel design, crafted by Felix Schlag, showcases Thomas Jefferson's profile on the obverse and his beloved Monticello estate on the reverse. The 1991 version maintained this classic design while being struck on a planchet composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This metallic composition would prove crucial in identifying certain valuable errors. The most captivating aspect of the 1991 nickel isn't its standard features, it's the mistakes that occurred during production. Die errors represent some of the most valuable variations. These happen when the dies used to strike the coins develop cracks or clash with each other. On the 1991 nickel, die cracks often appear as raised lines extending from Jefferson's portrait or across Monticello's columns. One particularly remarkable example showed a prominent die crack running through Jefferson's eye, eventually selling for $12,000 at a specialist auction, but die errors are just the beginning. Planchet errors occur when something goes wrong with the metal disc before it's struck. Off-center strikes happen when the planchet isn't properly aligned during striking. While minor off-center strikes might only add a few $100s in value, specimens that are 50% or more off-center while still showing the date can command prices exceeding $5,000. Some 1991 nickels even emerged from the mint completely blank on one side, a rare error that consistently attracts serious collector interest. Perhaps the most spectacular errors involve multiple strikes. Imagine a coin that received 2 or more impressions, creating a ghostly double image of Jefferson or Monticello. These double strikes can occur in various positions, with the most dramatic examples showing completely separate and distinct images. One legendary 1991 nickel featuring a 90% off-center double strike recently changed hands for an astounding $45,000. To spot these valuable errors, you'll need the right tools and knowledge. A quality magnifying glass with at least 10x magnification is essential. Proper lighting is crucial. LED lights positioned at various angles help reveal subtle details. When examining a 1991 nickel, pay special attention to the lettering around the rim. Look for doubling, particularly in the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." Check Monticello's columns for any signs of die cracks or unusual marks. Even the tiniest imperfection could indicate a valuable error. The condition of your coin dramatically impacts its worth. Professional grading services use a scale ranging from poor, P1, to perfect mint state, MS 70. A standard 1991 nickel in circulated condition might be worth only face value. However, the same coin in pristine MS 65 condition could fetch $20 or more. Add a significant error to that high grade, and the value can skyrocket into thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars. Recent market trends show increasing demand for error coins, particularly those from the modern era. Collectors appreciate that 1991 nickels represent a sweet spot, recent enough to be found in circulation but old enough to be genuinely scarce in high grades. This growing interest has driven prices steadily upward, with some spectacular errors setting new records at major auctions. One of the most remarkable examples emerged in 2023 when a 1991 nickel featuring multiple errors, including a major die break and off-center strike, sold for an incredible $87,500. This sale sent shockwaves through the numismatic community and highlighted the extraordinary potential value hiding in these seemingly ordinary coins. Preserving your valuable find requires careful attention. Never clean your coins, this can severely damage their value. Instead, handle them only by their edges while wearing cotton gloves. Store them in high-quality holders designed specifically for coins. Climate-controlled environments are ideal, as temperature and humidity fluctuations can damage the metal over time. If you believe you've discovered a valuable 1991 nickel error, consider having it professionally authenticated and graded. The major grading services, PCGS and NGC, provide detailed analysis and encapsulation in tamper-evident holders. This certification can significantly increase your coin's marketability and value. When it's time to sell, you have several options. Online marketplaces like eBay can connect you with collectors worldwide, but professional coin dealers often offer the most competitive prices for significant errors. Major auction houses are another excellent option for exceptionally valuable pieces. Whatever route you choose, detailed photographs highlighting the error features are essential for maximizing value. The story of the 1991 nickel serves as a powerful reminder that extraordinary value can hide in ordinary places. These small pieces of metal, created during a time of massive production, occasionally emerged with fascinating mistakes that transformed them from simple currency into numismatic treasures. Every 1991 nickel carries the potential to be one of these rare variants, waiting to be discovered by an observant collector. Consider this: millions of 1991 nickels still circulate today. Each time you receive change, you could be holding a coin worth thousands of dollars. The next great discovery might be sitting in your coin jar or pocket right now. Take a closer look at your change. You might just find yourself holding a numismatic lottery ticket worth far more than 5 cents. The hunt for valuable error coins continues to captivate collectors and casual observers alike. While not every 1991 nickel will fund your retirement, the possibility of finding one of these rare treasures adds excitement to every handful of change. Whether you're a serious collector or simply curious about the value of your pocket change, the legacy of the 1991 nickel demonstrates that sometimes the most valuable discoveries come in the most unexpected packages. The next time you hear the gentle clink of coins in your pocket, remember the story of the 1991 nickel. Take a moment to examine those 5-cent pieces carefully. You might just become the next person to uncover a numismatic treasure hiding in plain sight. Share your discoveries with our community, and join the exciting world of error coin collecting. Who knows? Your next handful of change could contain a coin worth thousands of dollars. In the glittering world of numismatics, there exists a modest 5-cent piece that could be worth far more than you'd ever imagine. The 1973 Jefferson nickel, a coin that passed through countless hands, weathered decades of circulation, and harbors secrets that could turn pocket change into a fortune. The year was 1973. The United States Mint was churning out millions of 5-cent pieces across 3 facilities in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. But amidst the routine production, something extraordinary was happening. Subtle variations, microscopic aberrations, and rare minting errors were creating coins that would one day command astronomical prices at auction. Let's journey back to understand why these coins matter. In 1973, America was experiencing significant economic upheaval. Inflation was soaring, and the price of metals was fluctuating wildly. The Vietnam War was drawing to a close, and the Watergate scandal was making headlines. During this tumultuous time, the U.S. Mint was under pressure to maintain coin production while dealing with aging equipment and rising costs. The Jefferson nickel, designed by Felix Schlag in 1938, featured Thomas Jefferson's profile on the obverse and his beloved Monticello estate on the reverse. But it's not the standard design that catches collectors' eyes, it's the fascinating errors that occurred during production. These mistakes, these tiny imperfections, transform an ordinary nickel into a numismatic treasure. Consider the minting process. It begins with blank planchets, stamped with immense pressure between 2 dies to create the coin's design. But when this precise dance of machinery goes slightly awry, magic happens. Double die errors occur when the die itself receives multiple impressions during its creation, resulting in a doubled image on the final coin. The 1973 double die obverse is particularly sought after, with some specimens selling for tens of thousands of dollars, but that's just the beginning. Picture a coin struck off-center, where Jefferson's profile appears to be sliding off the edge. These dramatic errors can command premium prices, especially when the strike is 50% or more off-center while still showing the complete date. One such example sold at a heritage auction for an astounding $28,000, not bad for a 5-cent piece. Then there are the clipped planchets, coins struck on metal blanks with missing portions. These errors occur when the blanking machine removes a portion of an already punched planchet, creating a distinctive curved clip. The more dramatic the clip, the higher the value. A 1973 nickel with a major curved clip recently changed hands for $12,500 at a specialized error coin auction. Perhaps the most intriguing errors are die cracks and cuts. As dies wear down during production, they can develop cracks that transfer their pattern onto the struck coins. When a piece of the die breaks away near the rim, it creates a raised, blank area on the coin called a cut. A 1973 nickel with a major cut error on Jefferson's portrait recently sold for $45,000, an amount that would make any collector's heart race. The condition of these error coins plays a crucial role in their value. A mint-state specimen, untouched by circulation and displaying full luster, can be worth exponentially more than a similar error coin showing wear. The numismatic grading scale runs from 1 to 70, with 70 being absolute perfection. A regular 1973 nickel in MS-65 might be worth $20, but add a significant error, and that value could skyrocket into 5 or 6 figures. Let's talk about the holy grail of 1973 nickel errors, the elusive double die reverse with rotated dies. This rare combination of errors occurs when not only is the reverse image doubled, but the dies were also misaligned during striking. Only 3 examples are known to exist, making this variety worth potentially millions to the right collector. The last one to surface at auction achieved a staggering $875,000 sale price, but how can you find these valuable errors? The hunt begins with careful observation. Under proper lighting and magnification, examine the lettering, particularly around Liberty and the date. Look for doubling, strange raised areas, or portions of missing design. Check the rim for any irregularities or missing sections. Even a slight imperfection could indicate a valuable error. The tools of the trade are crucial. A good quality 10x loupe is essential for detecting minor varieties. A digital scale accurate to 0.1 grams can help identify weight anomalies that might indicate planchet errors. Proper storage is equally important. Use archival quality holders to prevent damage and maintain the coin's condition. The market for these error coins continues to grow. As more collectors understand the rarity and significance of these mistakes, prices have steadily increased. A 1973 nickel that showed dramatic die deterioration, creating a melted appearance on Jefferson's portrait, recently sold for $67,500, a price that would have seemed impossible just a decade ago. Here's what makes these error coins so special: they're unique pieces of American history, tangible evidence of the imperfect nature of mechanical production, and they tell fascinating stories about our nation's coinage. Each error represents a moment when something went wrong in the usually precise minting process, creating a one-of-a-kind treasure. As you examine your change tonight, pay special attention to those 1973 nickels. Look for doubled images, off-center strikes, missing edges, or unusual raised areas. Remember that value often lies in the details. A microscopic doubling or a slight misalignment could be worth thousands. That coin in your pocket might just be the next great numismatic discovery. The world of error coins is constantly evolving. Just last month, a previously unknown 1973 nickel variety was discovered, showing a dramatic die clash where the Monticello design partially impressed onto the obverse. This fresh discovery sparked renewed interest in examining 1973 nickels, proving that even after nearly 50 years, these coins still hold secrets waiting to be uncovered. Keep in mind that authentication is crucial. Professional grading services like PCGS and NGC can verify your finds and protect them in tamper-evident holders, adding credibility and value to your discoveries. Their expertise helps distinguish genuine errors from post-mint damage or alterations. The journey of discovery in numismatics never ends. Each 1973 nickel represents a potential treasure, a piece of history waiting to be recognized. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting to examine your change more carefully, remember that knowledge is your most valuable tool. The next great numismatic discovery could be sitting in your coin jar right now, waiting for an observant eye to recognize its true worth. Don't let these treasures slip through your fingers. Check your change, research your findings, and join the community of collectors who understand that sometimes, the most valuable things come in the most unassuming packages. The 1973 nickel isn't just a coin, it's a testament to the fascinating imperfections that make collecting both rewarding and endlessly exciting. And here's something we haven't mentioned until now. Recent studies suggest that less than 1% of all 1973-era nickels have been discovered and documented. Think about that, the vast majority of these valuable variants are still out there, possibly in circulation, waiting to be found. Will you be the one to make the next great discovery? Remember, in the world of numismatics, patience and persistence pay off. Happy hunting, and may your next handful of change contain that one special coin that could change everything. If you found this video helpful in your search for valuable 1972 nickels, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more coin hunting tips and discoveries. Drop a comment below if you've ever found a valuable error coin. I'd love to hear your stories. Until next time, keep checking that change, you never know what treasures you might find, and hey, if this video helped you identify a valuable coin, let me know in the comments. A 1996 nickel spins on a wooden surface, catching the light with each rotation. But this isn't just any 5-cent piece, this coin holds secrets that could be worth astronomical sums. Now, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the 1996 Jefferson nickel, where tiny imperfections can mean the difference between pocket change and a life-changing discovery. In the last month alone, 3 separate 1996 nickels sold for over $1,000 each at major auction houses. One particular specimen, featuring a dramatic off-center strike and full steps designation, commanded an astounding $3,500. But what makes these seemingly ordinary coins so extraordinary? The answer lies in the details that most people never notice. Every 1996 nickel that passes through your hands could be hiding incredible value. Whether it's double dies, off-center strikes, or the coveted full steps designation, these coins can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars to the right collector. And the best part? These valuable variations are still in circulation today, waiting to be discovered by someone with the knowledge to spot them. Let's start with the basics. The 1996 Jefferson nickel features Thomas Jefferson's distinctive profile on the obverse, designed by Felix Schlag. The reverse showcases Monticello, Jefferson's historic home. While this design might seem familiar, it's the subtle variations and errors that transform ordinary nickels into numismatic treasures. The composition of these nickels, 75% copper and 25% nickel, played a crucial role in creating some of the most valuable errors we'll discuss today. The harder alloy made certain striking errors more prominent and lasting, preserving their value for collectors decades later. Now, let's explore the most valuable errors you need to watch for. First up are the off-center strikes, which occur when the coin blank isn't properly centered during the striking process. The most dramatic examples can sell for thousands of dollars, especially when the date remains visible. One particularly stunning example showed a 50% off-center strike and sold for $2,800 at a recent heritage auction, but that's just the beginning. The double die errors from 1996 are among the most sought-after varieties in modern coinage. These occur when the die used to strike the coin receives multiple impressions at slightly different angles during its creation. The result? Distinct doubling visible on letters, numbers, or design elements. Look closely at the words, "In God We Trust," and "Liberty." If you see clear doubling, you might be holding a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Here's where it gets really interesting. The full steps designation represents the holy grail for Jefferson nickel collectors. On the reverse of the coin, Monticello's steps should be clearly defined with distinct lines. Most 1996 nickels show worn or poorly struck steps, but specimens with fully struck steps, especially in high grades, can command premium prices. A 1996 nickel with full steps in MS-67 grade recently sold for an incredible $4,500. But wait, there's an even rarer category of errors that can turn a 5-cent piece into a 5-figure windfall. Wrong planchet errors occur when a nickel is struck on a planchet intended for another denomination. Imagine finding a 1996 nickel struck on a penny planchet. These dramatic errors are among the most valuable, with recent sales exceeding $10,000. Die clashes and cuds represent another category of valuable errors. When the dies strike together without a planchet between them, they can create distinct clash marks on future coins. Cuds, formed when pieces of the die break off, create raised areas of metal on the coin. Major cuds on 1996 nickels have sold for $500 to $1,500, depending on size and location. Let's talk about condition. While finding an error is exciting, the grade of the coin dramatically impacts its value. A circulated error coin might be worth hundreds, but the same error in pristine, uncirculated condition could be worth thousands. The grading scale runs from poor, P1, to perfect mint state, MS-70, with each grade significantly affecting value. Now, you're probably wondering how to check your own 1996 nickels for these valuable variations. Start by examining the coin under good lighting with a magnifying glass. Look for doubling on the lettering and Jefferson's profile. Check Monticello's steps, are they fully defined? Examine the edges for off-center strikes or unusual shapes that might indicate striking errors. The market for rare 1996 nickels continues to strengthen. Serious collectors compete fiercely for the finest examples, driving prices higher each year. Just last week, a previously unknown variety of 1996 nickel with multiple striking errors sold for over $2,000 at auction, and it was found in ordinary pocket change. If you think you found a valuable 1996 nickel, consider professional grading through PCGS or NGC. While grading costs money, it can significantly increase the coin's value and marketability. A recent study showed that certified error coins typically sell for 30 to 40% more than uncertified examples. The best places to sell valuable 1996 nickels include major auction houses like Heritage and Stack's Bowers, online platforms like eBay, and local coin dealers. However, before selling, research recent sales of similar coins to ensure you get fair market value. Some collectors have reported receiving offers 10 times higher by selling through specialized numismatic auctions rather than local dealers. Remember, building a collection takes patience and knowledge. Start by learning to identify the key varieties and errors we've discussed. Many successful collectors focus specifically on Jefferson nickels because they offer an excellent combination of rarity and value, with new discoveries still being made decades after minting. As we wrap up today's exploration of the 1996 nickel, consider this: thousands of these potentially valuable coins are still in circulation. Every handful of change could contain a coin worth thousands of dollars. The key is knowing exactly what to look for, and now you do. Take action today. Get out those coin jars and start checking your 1996 nickels. Pay special attention to the mint marks, look for doubling, examine those Monticello steps, and watch for striking errors. You never know, the next great numismatic discovery could be sitting in your pocket right now. The world of coin collecting is full of incredible stories of ordinary people finding extraordinary treasures. Will you be next? The only way to find out is to start looking. Remember, knowledge is power in numismatics, and you now have the knowledge to spot these valuable varieties. Happy hunting!